Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. I'm going to preview for you reels that I'm going to work on this week. We've certainly kept the delivery services busy, and this will preview some of the videos that I have upcoming. And if you're interested in seeing those, I would suggest that you subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe to my channel, please hit the notification button. That way you'll get to see the videos that I'm doing. Also, in this preview, if you see reels that I don't plan to do a video on, and most of the time that's because I have a reel like that already in my library, but if you see one that I don't plan to do a video on and you're interested in it, please, by all means, let me know, and I'll see if I can work that in. Well, the first one actually is a return reel to me. This one is one that I worked on before, and I'm told that despite the tune-up, I still have a problem with this one in terms of the free spool release. Sure seems that way, and I guarantee my work. So if somebody asks me to repair a reel and it doesn't get repaired, well, we're going to fix it for free. So no harm, no foul. We'll try and get that one fixed. Hopefully it's not a broken part. This is the Tikka Gemini. It's the 300 series reel. It's a nice reel, but they weren't made in a lot of capacity or numbers, and sometimes the parts are hard to find. But we're going to try and help Mike out and get it right this time. So as I mentioned, I don't charge for rework. If it was my fault and I didn't get it done, well, so be it. We'll get it right the next time, or you don't pay. All right, this one comes in from Smithtown, New York. Let's see what we have here. Georgia sending me one, and Georgia's sending me a Penn Senator 2.0. So this is a fun little reel. This one's going to clean up nice. It's a 2.0 reel. It was basically, this is the Long Beach 60 with the extra chrome rings on it, the external chrome rings. There wasn't much to differentiate the 1.0, 2.0 from the Long Beach series. The 3.0 got to a wider spool, and the 4.0, if you looked at the 4.0 and the 66 and the 67, well, geez, they were pretty much the same as well, but they had a little bit more substantial drag washer system. Not sure if I've done the 2.0. I've certainly done the Long Beaches. This one's going to clean up nice. All this tarnish and that will be able to get cleaned up off of that, and we're going to make sure that George gets a nice reconditioned pen reel out of that. Well, Scott tells me I've created a monster. Scott sent me a couple of reels a while ago. We just did one on the Daiwa spinning reel. I think it was the 3820 RL. Apparently he's out in the Pasadena area of California, and he knows that there's a lot of good reels to be found at the Pasadena flea market out there. I'm assuming that's by the Rose Bowl. And boy, he does look like he's got a share of them here that could be a lot of fun. So I always like Langley, and I haven't seen this one yet. I've seen the Langley Spinators, or Spinators, and but I've seen them in a smaller size. This one's huge. Chris, take a note. It's the 970. It's the 870A. It's a beautiful big reel. Like so many of these reels, these handles get stuck, and that's because the material that is made on these handles swells against the shaft. Sometimes you can move them, sometimes you can't. This one's moving oh so slowly. We're going to try a combination on this thing. We're going to try to use some oils to loosen up maybe that shaft. Well, it's the shaft that's turning itself, and that shouldn't be. It should be that the knob is turning on the shaft, because you have a through shaft here. The shaft is turning here. The other thing that works every now and then, because of those swollen handle knobs on these and Ocean Cities and the like, use a heat gun or a high setting on a hair dryer just a little bit longer, and sometimes that helps to expand what is swollen and make that knob work again. So we'll see. One of my favorite reels. This is the damn Quick Super Reel. I've done a video on this one, and these are great reels. Right now I guess they have it set on the left retrieve. A lot of fun. This one seems to be working well. We're certainly going to get involved with that one. He's got a Roddy, and I believe that this will be the first time I will do a video on the Roddy. This is the 910A Roddy. Kind of looks like the quick reel, doesn't it? This one seems to be working fine. Here's a Shimano with the Fight and Drag. I've done these. This is the Mag Force Plus. I've done this reel, so we probably won't do a video on that one. A couple of small ones here. Funny, I have that same reel sitting right here. These are utilitarian reels. I just believe I did a video on this one, yeah, we won't do this one because I've done that. That's the pond reels that were prevalent from hardware stores. This looks like an Ocean City. This is a Great Lakes. It says Great Lakes Products out of Detroit. Should be able to make this one work again. Whenever you're purchasing an old reel, you want to check one thing and one thing only before you go any further. Does the line guide work? If that line guide doesn't work, you're never going to find the replacement parts for it. The rest of the stuff is usually dried lubrication and other failure points on that. This one came out of the groove in here in the bar. The groove is all the way over here, so somehow that got loosened and untightened. The rest of this reel can work. I think maybe we'll do one of those. And the surprises keep coming. So, Scott, right off the bat, you did very well on your acquisitions. Here's a Daiwa. I like these. These are the Jupiter series reels. It's a bigger reel with the rear drag function. I don't think I've done this one. I've done the Daiwa Jupiter, but not necessarily that series. So Scott, thank you for providing me with these reels. We'll make sure that they get back to you in nice condition. I don't see anything in there that can't be serviced. I do see that there's a sticking point on that one Langley, but other than that, we should be able to tune these up. And to those of you that are watching, we should see a lot of these reels as videos. Like I said, we've kept the delivery services busy. This one comes in from Mike in Flanders, New York. And the package is kind of heavy, so I'm going to guess there's more than one reel in here. Either that or we've got a trolling reel or something. Okay, we've got what appears to be a Silster reel. South Bend. I'm not going to go mess around with the shrink wrap at this point. I have a South Bend. This is another Daiwa. Not Daiwa, Shimano. This is the Shimano FX 4000. That's the biggest, well, close to the biggest of the rear drag FX series. Here's a Penn. This is a Penn 103 series reel. This is a big one. This is a Japanese-made one. This is a compact Cadillac reel. So maybe we'll do the Cadillac. I know I've done the Cadillac, but I think it's been on the smaller reels. I've definitely done the Penn reels. I've done the FX reels. We'll check that South Bend out and see if I've done one in that class. And we'll go from there in terms of whether we show any more. This one comes in from James in Roanoke, Virginia. And again, if you want to see these reels, leave it in the comment section. And if you have a question on any of these reels, or just a question in general, if I can help you, maybe you're working on a project or something and maybe you're stuck, leave the question in the comment section. I'll do my best to try and give you an answer to that one. This is a Mitchell 300X. This is a different series than the 300. It's a newer section. This one looks like it came from Tackle Direct. This one I believe is the one with the worm drive in it. I'd have to go check. And I'm not quite sure. This one may not have the anti-reverse. Yeah, I've talked to him before about the problem. There's no anti-reverse in this reel, regardless of switching. So we're going to see what we can do to help make that one work. That one comes from James. And we still have two more. So I'm going to be a busy little guy, but that's okay. It's getting really cold here. And look at this. Scott must have had a busy day at the Pasadena flea market, because here comes another box from Scott. I told him I hope that I'm not an enabler to what may be a growing addiction of his, but he really is finding some beautiful reels there, that's for certain. Okay, we have a Mitchell 306. I just used the Mitchell 306. I was asked how do you remove the pinion gear, so we just posted a video on that. So there is one in my library if you want to see how to tune that up, and we probably won't be doing that as a result. This is a Berkeley 4201. I'm not sure if this one's stuck. It doesn't, there's no drive here. The spool is turning, but the handle's not moving, so I'm not sure what the issue is with that. We'll leave that to luck to find out. This looks like another 306. This is another 306. Wow, this one's really tight. This one has got to be grease choked and probably hasn't seen lubrication in a while. If you pull that fire spring back, that should fire, but that spring is not loading at all. So not certain how to do that one. We're going to have to figure that spring out. Here's a third of the 306s. So he's got a good amount of 306s there. I hope he has the time to use them all. Scott sent me about 10 of these. And Vagabond, AirX Vagabond. I've done a lot of AirX reels. I haven't done the Vagabond. This one looks like some kind of a jury-rigged handle solution here. I'm pretty certain that's what it is. It looks like we have the screw going through the shaft with the right threading down here, ground down there with the nut tightened onto the handle. Congratulations to whoever thought of that. That's a little bit of American ingenuity. Very tight reel, which means that there's very little grease or too much grease. It's just frozen in time on that one. So we'll see what we can do. And here's a Shakespeare. I'm not sure if this is the spool for the Shakespeare or not. Looks like it could be. This is one that I've done before. These are the Royal Maroons. It's the 2062 version. Very nice reel. Competed with the Mitchell 300. I think it was better than the Mitchell 300. But both of them had very good, nice forward-leading designs at the time. And this one's frozen. So I like to do a series every now and then on why do reels break. We may just do that with that one. Maybe Scott will get lucky and hit the trifecta with some of those reels. Well, we've got one more. While we're doing that, I want to take a moment to thank our first responders and essential personnel, everybody involved in keeping us safe during the pandemic. Your efforts truly are appreciated. If you have a reel like Scott or James or any of the folks that have sent reels into me that you would like service, please send a note to my email. It's on the business card that follows, and I will be happy to respond to you in terms of providing you with the reel repair information. Well, this one was a swap effort here. I got a note from one of our viewers that said I have these reels that I'm not going to use, and you're welcome to them. And oh, by the way, I need a handle for a Shimano reel, and if you can provide that, I can provide you with these for the cost of postage, which is exactly what I did. So we've got an Ohio Pfluger 1979. Well, that one's not working. That's going to be a parts reel. But again, we may just take our time and go in there and find out why it's not working. Always fun. These I know I can put back together again. This is a Penn 60. It's got a bad handle. We've showed you the cheap way to replace a handle. You simply snap this off or drill this out, and you go find a cabinet knob from your local hardware store and bolt that cabinet knob on, and you've got a handle that works. And finally, this one I found very interesting. So everything on this reel that you look at says that this is a Penn in the Penn Mariner, whether it's the probably the 149 because it doesn't have the double levers, but everything says Penn Mariner except the button. So the button says it's a J.C. Higgins. It's a model 304 42176, 7 digits, which is the Sears model code. And this is one of those rare situations where Penn actually made trade reels for Sears under the Sears brand. Most of the J.C. Higgins reels were made by Japanese manufacturers or Ocean City. In this case, this one happens to be a Penn trade reel made for Sears. I'm sure everything inside of this one's going to be a Penn 149 internal. and I will restore that one given the time and availability that I have to make that reel work. But that'll go on the back burner to the folks that have sent these in for service. And again, if you're interested in the service, just drop me a line and I will be happy to provide you with reel repair information. So if you see one there that I don't plan to do, please let me know about it. I will be happy to provide you with the video if I can get the time to do that. I can't wait to work on some of these reels that Scott gave me. I like this 306. I love the 306. It's one of my favorite reels. That's actually been suggested as a topic for future videos, maybe a top 10 of what are the reels that I like. And maybe I'll get to doing that. If you have a suggestion on the types of reels that you would like to see, or a video suggestion in terms of how I can expand my channel to cover other topics, please let me know. I'll be happy to try and work those in. So everybody, please stay safe, stay well, and stay watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.